Hello!
Hello, Niveneers, and welcome to the next episode of Boost Friend Fridays. I am your host, Melissa, aka Missy Enchanted. And y'all, we are going to have twice the fun today, because we've got, as you could already see, you know them as Panderic Quests. So we've got Eric and Panda. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Yay. I'm so excited to have you guys. I have been a fan for a minute, right? Like, I can't tell you exactly when I started following you guys, but I know I've been following you guys and have been a fan. I love you guys and what you do. So thank you for being here today.
We love you too, Missy.
We're gonna gush all day. Okay. So let's get into it. We're gonna do some easy ones off the bat. I obviously want to know how you guys got into Disney Lorcana. You know, is this something that kind of stemmed, like some of us or most of us, from a love of Disney? So I'll put the floor to you guys.
Yeah. I'll start us off. We got into Disney Lorcana. I got into it as a collector mindset.
I didn't know about it.
Yes.
Okay.
No idea. It was all him.
So we were both very much into Pokemon growing up. Grew up loving Pokemon, collecting Pokemon.
Going to the leagues?
I think you went to leagues more than I did. I was more of a collector when it came to Pokemon. I dabbled with Yu-Gi-Oh! That was probably the only TCG that I've played. I'm going to Toys R Us for those leagues. So when I heard Disney was coming out with a TCG game, I just instantly felt gravitated towards it. And I ordered a good amount of first chapter booster boxes because honestly, I was treating it like it could be first edition Pokemon, like the first set.
Yeah.
So we're both Disney people.
Huge Disney fans. We got back into it probably around 2019.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
when we were kids. I mean, Eric, you only went the one time.
I went one big family trip.
One big family trip, but I went every year from ages. I think my mom might have been pregnant the first time until I was maybe 7 years old, and we would stuff the van and take the trip from Connecticut down to Florida once a year for many years straight. So as a kid, was a Disney fan. Got older, fell out of it, and then my older brother and his family, they're DVC people. They go every year. 2 weeks, 2 times a year, and that's how I got hooked back in.
Yes, and then she took me in 2019, and I think it was 20 years later. I went when I was 10, I think, and then we went when I was 30. Instantly fell in love with Disney all over again. The next day, bought an annual pass.
Wow.
Escalated.
And then that next year, I think we went 9 times, 8 or 9 times. We would just take off a Friday and then go for the weekend. We went a lot.
And nothing's changed. For the viewers, they literally, at the time of recording, they literally just did this trip. They visited me at Epcot to do the questing at Epcot, so that was fun.
Which was so fun. That was our first ever 24-hour trip.
Yeah, that was a 24-hour trip.
Strictly business.
Strictly business. And we got back right before the snow. Back to Lorcana, we opened up some first chapter product, and then same thing with Floodborn.
Wait, can I just pause you for a second? We opened some first chapter product, literally sleeved every single card out of the pack.
Top loader
Wow.
on every.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was treating it very particularly. And we did the same thing for Floodborn, and then eventually we had enough cards opened, and then one rainy day,
it was a rainy day,
she was just like, why don't we just learn how to play? It could be a lot of fun. And we love board games, we play card games, so it just made sense. And we were a couple starter decks, and we were instantly hooked.
I love that. So from literally first chapter, right? Because you guys have been buying product since first chapter.
Buying product since.
Okay. And around what set? Just later into first chapter, Floodborn? Did you guys start
halfway through Floodborn? The first Inkland was the first set that came out where we were players.
Okay. That actually sounds pretty close to Steven and I, my husband and I. We collected mostly first chapter, casually played amongst ourselves with starters, and then we got serious at Inklands because of Rockstar Stitch.
Yeah, I don't even think we went to any set champs for Ink. We were still very new.
Okay.
I actually don't even think. I don't think we chose not to because we weren't good enough players. I just think we weren't into the competitive scene yet. We were just going to locals.
Okay. All right, so you started initially as Disney fans, but mostly collectors, and then transitioned into players just because, hey, we might as well, right? We might as well learn how to play the game. I love that. Okay, cool. And then, so when did you guys start making content? We might be jumping out of order in timeline, but when did that start?
Oh, goodness. Well, actually, technically, we just hit our 1 year mark.
Woohoo! Congrats!
Ooh,
Gotta do a 1 year giveaway.
Yeah, I know, girl. We got so many giveaways. We just hit 800, so we have to do our 800 follower giveaway. But also the winner of our 700 follower giveaway. The thing is ready to go out. It's like hasn't. So shout out Quest with Keon. They're in, I think, like Sweden.
Yes.
So
oh my goodness.
I brought the package to the postal, but they literally were like, you need more papers because this is going international. So then I had to take it back, and now it's just sitting downstairs, like ready to go with the paperwork.
Wow. Okay.
All that to say, I do not want to hear giveaway.
Yeah.
Because we're like so far behind.
Yes. And to be
with
fair,
everything going on. Oh my goodness.
Richmond also helped us gain a good amount of followers, so it's not like that package has been sitting there for very long.
No, it's been like a couple weeks.
Yeah, yes.
Not even.
But we are going to send it. We will send it.
Send it. But yeah, so it's been like a year, and we do want to like make a post about it. We actually were digging in some of our old pictures, and we have the photo of the first day that we played together with our starter decks.
Yeah.
So wanted to share that memory because it's pretty cute. But yeah, what made us pull the trigger?
We weren't making content when we went to Seattle.
Okay.
I think you have a good way of explaining it when we've talked to people about our creative itch. I think you take it.
Yeah. So I think we got to the point we were like, wow, we really are obsessed with this game. Like we are like
full on.
We are full on like invested with the cards. The community came into picture. That became a big focus. We were just like, how do we like do more to be a part of this game, to be a part of this community? And we both have a creative side to us, and it just so happens to be within like the video production. So when me and Eric like reconnected a few years ago, we've known each other for like over 14 years out of college. He already had like an established TikTok where he would like do these like funny skits, like random cereal reviews and like whatever.
This makes sense.
Yes. And so like he was already doing that, and like I always enjoyed video production. So when it came to the point where we're like, wow, we're like really vested in this game, it was almost like a natural thing for us to be like, why don't we like do something with this, you know, what we have going on. And bam, our local game store, shout out David from Unison Games, he's also our team sponsor. He came up with Panderic as our shared account at our local game store, and when we were picking a name or trying to figure out what we wanted to do, it just naturally all like came into place.
Wow, that's like sealed with a bow. Like what great, wow, thank you guys for that. Now obviously when we're talking about your content, like I said, huge fan. I just remember laughing so hard. Two things, laughing and relating, right? Because I want to say a good majority of us, hopefully all of us, we do this for the fandom, right? Like definitely how I started. And I related so much to you guys. And that's one of the reasons why I love y'all's account. And it's so natural. You could tell that you guys literally, this is like, oh my God, we should probably record this because that was a cool moment. Like I could just, kind of assume how you guys kind of come up with half this stuff. And my favorite ones, I'm just like, oh my gosh, how do y'all do it? You guys there was one set, or like, I think it was the Lilo's gift sets. Y'all bought an ungodly amount. To this day, I'm like, what the heck? Like, it was an obsession, and I'm like, see, this is the kind of fandom that I can get behind. So, like, do you guys, like, just say, hey, we're gonna buy it? Or, like, what was it about that gift set? Or what is it about just, do you guys need playsets for each other? Like, walk me through the mentality of, like, yes, we gotta buy it, we're in, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think, going off the Lilo boxes, I believe the Lilo boxes came out with Azurite Sea or was it Shimmering?
It's
I think it was.
been a minute.
I think
It's been a minute.
I think it came out with. I don't want to. I think it came out with Azurite Sea.
I think it came out of Azurite.
Okay.
What interested us so much in those was it was the first Lorcana product that had multiple packs from different sets in it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's a pile over there.
It made an appearance.
So that was the big draw for us, and then also you were running Ruby Amber at the time, and she loved that Lilo card,
Zombie Lilo.
Zombie Lilo. So we were at Disney for the release. I think it was Azurite Sea, and we probably bought like 2 or 3 each. And then when we got back to our room at night, every other box we were pulling in Enchanted.
We were losing it.
So that was like release day. So going into it, we were like, these Lilo boxes are juiced. Like, we're just going to buy all of the Lilo boxes.
There you go.
And then, I think that video that you're talking about, I think we had like 15 to 20 of them. And we did a stream opening them. Yeah, you want to go into just like buying product mindset?
I think too, like when a release happens or when there's like a new product that gets dropped, we tend to just stock up because we want to open it. It's it's new.
We want the cards.
Whatever. But then we also think about what can we do with this while we have it, because we're not going to go out and like buy 30 Lilo boxes every day. Sure. So in the moment, when we have that opportunity that we have like a bunch of product or whatever, there's something new that's released, we think about like what's something funny that we could do or something that, to what you said earlier, that people will relate to who are doing the same exact thing.
Yep.
So that's also part of it too. It's like when we're in those moments, just trying to like have the forethought to be like, while we have this in our hands, like what can we do with it?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I think that now's a good time to say your background is amazing. I would love to just be right there and kind of like look at everything. Obviously the cards are open, but like the Ursula, the Gateway, are those opened or do you keep those pristine?
So we have a booster box, the 3 blisters, and a trove all sealed.
Nice.
And it's all the sets. I believe the Gateway's
over here.
I believe it's not open.
It's not open.
We have another one that's opened. Yeah.
None of what's on here is opened.
Yes.
Except for the cards that are kind of up top, and then we also have our
playset binders.
We have our playsets behind us in these.
I love it.
So we have our master collection.
Yeah, and we try for at least we want to have a playset of everything, but like some of the better cards, like Dumbo or Maui Shark, we try to get a double playset so we can both play them.
That makes absolute sense. I obviously coming from a household that plays for 2 of us.
Yes,
I totally get it.
On a couple rules.
Yes,
the double playset.
Yep. How does it go? A couple that plays together stays together. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We're very grateful that we found this together and we enjoy this together. It's been really great.
I love it. Yes. Whether it's
so many
friends,
levels.
family, this game has done so much, I think, for the community and for people who have literally never touched a card game, like myself. So that's awesome. I really appreciate the fandom, and we could literally go off tangent just talking about y'all's collection, but we won't. We're going to keep the viewers focused. But let's talk about, you guys mentioned Seattle was your first DLC. You kind of briefly mentioned it. So what was that experience like? So now you've gotten some, I'd imagine some competitive play under your belts, right? You've gone to your local scenes. You guys are part of a local team, A Tink, so we'll shout out to them. So tell me, like, what was Seattle for you guys? Just, if you guys want to each kind of talk about that.
Go ahead.
Initially, it was mind-blowing.
Okay.
We haven't played TCGs before, so to be in this huge room with, 2,000 plus, everyone loves Lorcana. Everyone's there for Lorcana. I had never experienced anything like that before. It was so fun. It was, and I didn't know what to expect, and it blew expectations out of the water.
Yeah, and I think it was really cool too because it was in Seattle, and it's a pretty cool hip spot. I hadn't been there before, and so we also made a trip. Out of it, which was pretty cool. So we got to see like the bubblegum wall and go to the market.
The original Starbucks is there. I think we didn't go up in the needle, but we saw the needle.
Yeah.
I sure hope you saw the needle.
We just looked up.
We definitely saw it. It was really crazy, but it's like almost hard to think back to because of how drastically different the experience it was then to what it is now.
Yes.
So like this was like before Panderic Quests. Like I didn't know. Like I remember Eric tapped on me and was like, "That's Rebecca Quest." I'm like, "Who is that?"
Yes.
I don't know.
I was so nervous to say hi to her.
And it was really cute. But like that's how how detached we were back then. Like we loved the game, but when it came to like everything else, like all the layers that are there today, like none of that was there.
Yeah.
So,
that was before we knew any of like top players. We didn't really know
content
creators.
Like our team wasn't formed. Like that was like really
Yeah. Like I think what we were mainly focused on when it came to Lorcana social media was like cards that were coming out. I don't think we were like searching for content yet. And we were actually talking about this the other day. I think as we became better players, we were able to convert that into content once we understood the game more.
Yeah,
like our content kind of just made more sense because it could be relatable because we understand it.
Yeah.
So that was a big part of it.
Wow. Okay. So if the year just passed and we're in January and Seattle was in October, so it took you guys a couple more months to kind of get that rolling from a social media standpoint. Okay. Just for frame of reference, that's pretty cool. Now, obviously, you start Panderic Quests. Did you guys do like the full social media portfolio? Because I know you guys are very heavy on Instagram and TikTok. So was it the decision to kind of always do like short content, or what was that thought process when you guys did join?
Yeah, I think it took us a little bit of time to figure out our like niche, and I think that's pretty common with a lot of content creators to figure out like what is their sort of thing that draws them in, that like makes them unique. And in the beginning, I mean, we didn't really know like where to start. Like I said, Eric had some background in TikTok and also on Twitch streaming. Yeah, so we actually really started on Twitch streaming.
Yeah, with Instagram being like our home page.
Yeah, like the way that it is today, like Instagram is definitely like the best way to connect with us. But I think the platform lends itself to just be a little bit more engaging. Like you can have like conversations and DMs. Like there's just more interaction than some of these other platforms. But before like we really like leaned into that fully, we were like streaming on Twitch every Sunday like religiously.
Yeah. Wow. Opening product, talking about card reveals, just vibing out with anyone who wanted to join, really.
Yeah, and we still do that today. Like I'd say today it's more of a way for us to like have this two-way like communication with our friends. Like usually most of the people on the streams are like our locals that will like come on a Sunday night and we'll just hang out with them. Yeah. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
But I think Instagram definitely became like our home. And then what Eric was describing, like as time went on and we understood the game, our like content matured and got better. And it's funny because I'll like go like randomly sometimes and just look into the archives of like where it all began, and it's like a lot of pack rips. It's like recordings of our Twitch streams. It's like all over the place, really. Right. And like you look at it now that we've like matured in the game and you know our space, and it's like very consistent and you know kind of like unique to us. So it's been like a really cool evolution.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you guys certainly have honed in on the craft and your branding. So much so, and we'll kind of skip over, but I do want to talk about the DLCs from this year and the one last year. But you guys have done some reveals for Ravensburger, right? So congrats. That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
And I'm pretty sure, if I can do say so myself, that is like goals for most creators in this space, right? So be able to kind of check off that bucket list, not once, but twice for you guys. So congrats again.
Thank you.
Must have been obviously amazing, right? So obviously we can't talk about how it happened, right? But let's talk about, you know, what was the emotion? Like, I just talk about it, right? Like, is that we can talk about, like,
yeah,
you know, did you guys believe it? pinch yourselves. Like, what
Oh my
was
God.
that first reveal
I think
moment for you guys?
we definitely like got up and started screaming and dancing and
Yeah,
going
all of the
crazy.
above. Like, it was unreal.
Because like you said, when we started Panderic, that was one of our goals,
Yep.
and we didn't have a timeline for it, and we just wanted one eventually
Right.
to grow enough or put us in a position to get one, and yeah, and then Webby's Diary comes along.
Yes, yes. It was literally, and it's still unreal. The fact that we had one and then had one most recently in Winterspell, like, we're super grateful
Yes.
and appreciative. And, like, the experience of having a reveal and getting to do what we've done with the reveal videos has just been so much fun for us. And, like, I feel like hopefully the community, like Ravensburger, everyone involved can see that. Like, we really put a lot of thought and intention when we produce these things. You know, it's like a two-way thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm nobody, but I love y'all's reveals. Like, we were just kind of talking a little bit offline for the audience. Like,
You are not nobody.
Yeah,
Can I just
what?
say
Yeah, I was
real quick?
I was clocking that in my head. I was like, wait,
not the
what was
takeaway.
that?
This is
Rewind.
not the takeaway of
Missy
this.
Enchanted.
Oh
What?
my gosh. Meaning I'm nobody in like Ravensburger, right? Like, but
Okay.
like you're right. Like your intention, the production behind the both reveals, they're funny, they're well thought, and I think what makes a good content creator, not that I'm the bar of it, but me personally as a consumer, I can relate, right? Like I literally see the genuine aspect of it. You could tell you guys are fans. You could tell you guys, have put the thought into it. And that's absolutely what I love. As soon as you guys said your teaser, hey, we're revealing this, I'm like, I am clocked in. I'm there.
Goodness.
I couldn't wait to see like y'all's reveals, especially after seeing the first one. I'm like, okay, no, we need to be sat for this next one because they're just so good. So congrats on that. So maybe in the next one, if you guys get, third, fourth, fifth, we'll see Panda's workout routine maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sure you would.
Who knows what we got Wilds Unknown coming.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we'll see what the future holds. But obviously, I wish you guys all the best and whatever, content creation continues to bring for you guys. Like, hence this entire series. I just want to gush about my friends and you guys.
Yes.
I love that.
Job. Yeah, absolutely. All right. I don't know if you guys wanted anything else to say about the reveals.
Yeah.
What were they nerve-wracking? What was like for me? I know when someone had asked me what was my biggest thing, I felt like I had a personal responsibility, right, to do right by the card and the company. Aside from obviously doing the research and the quality, I don't know if there was like any emotion or anything that you guys wanted to personally convey with your reveals.
Yeah. Well, so I think at least for Webby's diary, neither of us were really familiar with DuckTales.
Yes.
And so when we saw that we had the card, we actually we were kind of like, oh, where do we even begin? Like, we're not even really familiar. So one thing I think both of us love about Lorcana in the game is that it sometimes introduces you to new characters that you've never heard about, even though we're huge Disney fans. I mean, Disney, the fandom is crazy big.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
and when it comes to anything outside the movies too, like it can get like pretty deep and crazy.
Yeah.
And so we actually went back and we watched a couple episodes of DuckTales just to get a sense of like, all right, who's this Webby character? What is her diary about? Like, let's get some intel so we can really like dial this in on what we'll do for the reveal. So that's where we found out things like the library. I think her aunt is a villain in the movie. She's Quackfaster.
Yes.
Amelia Quackfaster.
I think, isn't Amelia Quackfaster the librarian?
Yes, the librarian.
Oh, but is that her aunt too?
I think that's her aunt.
The lore.
And I may be wrong. Maybe we want to like look into that after. But like that's where the idea of like the library came in, and then we knew that like the diary itself was a mystery. It had all this lore, and so like being able to go back and get the context definitely
helped
with figuring out how we wanted to like put the reveal together. So I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think initially when we saw the card, excited. We were also excited that it was an Amber card.
Yes,
You
I
love
love
Amber,
I do.
and I know it's not too playable right now, but it was an Amber draw card, which before Winter Spell, we didn't really have much once Rapunzel was gone.
This is true.
So I think at first we were like, this is just a diary. Like, where do we go with this?
Right.
Like, how are we going to make a great reveal out of this? And yeah, just kind of watching DuckTales, and it just kind of came together.
Yes. Yes. I will say for both of that and this most recent reveal, Ling, like, and I don't know if this will happen every time, it's almost like we see the card and we're like, oh my gosh, what do we do with this? Like, so that's definitely an experience to be like, as soon as you see your wheels start kind of turning and you're like, how can I possibly do something that makes sense, that's going to represent this card in a way that, people will be able to connect back to it, connect to us as well.
That's fair.
So,
that's fair.
All part of the fun process.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you guys for putting your heart and soul into it. That's what makes reveal season so fun, in my opinion. Forget the card; it's the reveals. But yeah, maybe the cards are a little important. But anywho, they're only going to shape our meta. All right, so we finally. Oh my God, you have it there! Oh my God, I love it. I love it. That's awesome. And that's something you guys get to keep forever.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Wait, you want to tell?
What?
You want to tell the funny story? What happened the next day?
Oh my goodness, wait, you have to hear this real quick and then we'll wrap it about the reveals. We took the video, got back home, like we were literally home, like looking at the recap and everything, and we realized
I think we decided that we wanted to maybe take a picture of it for a possible cover for the reveal. It was something like that. We wanted to do another shot, something where we needed Webby's Diary.
And lo and behold, it was nowhere to be found. MIA.
Did you leave it in the library?
The next morning, I think the library opened at 9. I was there at 8:59. Went to where we filmed, still on the shelf.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they would have figured it out when there wasn't do they still do the checkout cards?
Yeah, and I think there's like a little scanner on it when it's laminated. They would have, yeah.
I would have been like, what is this?
Yeah, but that was...
Nobody took it. Okay, good. Okay, well, I'm glad you were reunited with your item. Good. Well, thank you for that. Oh my gosh, no, I think I would have been unconsolable if my prop that I just created went missing into the ether. Okay, well, happy ending. So that's good, and you guys have that. Good. So now what I want to talk about is, as we transition into more DLCs, Milwaukee, because Milwaukee is when I physically got to meet you guys for the first time. So that was fun, and we took some pics and whatnot. But most importantly, somebody made day 2 in Milwaukee. So congrats. And I think you were on Green Steel?
Yes. I was playing a Green Steel build.
Awesome.
Spicy.
So let's talk about it, right? Talk about your day 1 leading into it. When did you were you in a win and in? I don't think so, because I think you were on a hot streak, right?
Yeah.
You were a win and in. You had to win that.
Yes, no hot streak. I had to win that last one.
Okay. All right. So win and in. What was the feeling?
It was crazy. It was really wild too, because our team A Tink was all around the vicinity and were rooting on and supporting me from a short distance, which was really cool. I would have never expected to make it to day 2. I love to play the game. I've never won a set champ. I think I'm a decent player. I would have never...
You are. You're a great player.
I would never expected that to happen, especially with a non-meta Green Steel deck that I was playing. That
was the best part. She did not switch up. She stuck with what you were playing most of the set and what she was comfortable with.
Yes, that is true. And I did have a pretty hard time trying to land on some colors.
Okay.
Historically a Ruby Amber player, which, shout out, Ruby Amber Winter Spell is about to get crazy. Yeah. We're finally dusting that off and bringing it back because we're ready now. I was core, wanted to make it work, didn't work, and then at the beginning of Fable was all right, what has the most removal? And that's where I found Green Steel to be that.
Green and Steel, the two, had the most.
You had the most, but yeah. So bringing to Milwaukee, really had no expectations whatsoever. I ran into pretty much every matchup, going throughout the day. I lost my first match and then won my second, third. I think I lost the fourth, and then everything else to get that 6-2 record. Yeah, it was like a surreal feeling for sure. Again, I really had zero expectations on getting that far, but I had my team there with me, and I felt the support from all of you guys, and we made day 2, girl.
Day 2 girl.
That's my other nickname now. But it was honestly incredible. Like, I also felt like that day, and I was telling Eric about this too, is like, sometimes it's just your day, and like, you just see the cards that you need to see to get the job done. And I will say, like, that day, I remember explicitly, like, drawing into things that I'm like, wow, if only I get that, like, if only I have if it's a go next turn. Like, there were multiple occasions where I just saw exactly what I needed to see to, like, get the match. So it was just my day to get to day 2. I didn't get much further than that, but it's an accomplishment.
Hey, day 2, you were on stream, by the way. and you have, in my opinion, what is one of the funniest eye contact with the camera moment. That, like, oh, it was like, you like made like a face at the camera or something.
Right? My goodness.
Oh, come on. Please tell me you know what I'm talking about.
No,
yes, I do.
we know.
I do.
Yeah,
Of course, yeah.
I think
so funny.
The funny backstory is the way the featured matches and the cameras and where the audience was that she was really looking at us in the team. Like, the time she was making funny faces was like me just grinning, like being so exciting for her. You could speak for this. She didn't know the camera there. Yeah, she was just looking at us.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Oh, there you
go.
Like, wow, it's a little behind the scenes. That's so funny. I thought you legitimately were like,
wait, that's hilarious. No, like, I was literally just like cheesing. Just
I love that. That's even funnier. Okay, wow. I love that for you. And I know, I don't think you won on stream, because I remember you telling me that. I have not gone back to watch Milwaukee, or Richmond for that matter, but like, how was that match on stream?
You won game 1.
I smoked him.
Game one.
Game 1, I smoked him. Yes, game 1 I smoked him, and by the way, he was a very nice guy. Now we see him all the time. Seems like we can't get away from him. Shout out Ben. He's actually local to the New York Lorcana scene over here.
Nice.
But yes, first game, I don't think he was playing a purple steel. I don't think he had any idea like what was going on my side of the board, which was pretty cool. Second game took that from me, and then third game I pretty much bricked, which was rough. I didn't see my dock. I think I drew into a bunch of like small guys, and I was like, well, that's it for me. But to be honest, like, I really could care less about winning or losing that match. Like, I think it was just such a cool experience to have that feature match as the Queen of Hearts, and just like the homies over there, like all just like smiling and cheesing and being so excited for me. Like, it was just such a cool thing to be a part of. And then like spinning from that, some of our like content creators, shout out Anto, he actually created like a small short of it that was pretty cool, of me like looking at the camera. It just like spun out into all of these like really fun, great things. So that was the best part of being up there, was just like to experience it and then just like get to share that joy with a bunch of friends. So I hope one day that will happen again, and we'll be in costume, because, you know, A Tink could be coming in hot with our team.
Yes. And we will be talking about that. But I do want to transition, because somebody else then made day 2 the following DLC. I wonder who. And that one I actually did get to witness. So that one was fun, which is really funny, because I think it was right after round 1. Eric, you did lose your round 1, because I remember we talked about this, right?
1 and 2.
1 and 2. Oh my goodness. And then I remember you told me what you were playing, which was Sapphire Steel, and I'm like, oh, no, you and I can't match.
I don't want to see you.
I don't want to see you, like, period, point blank. So wow, you went 0 and 2, and then the tables turned for the better.
Yes.
For you.
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome. Go ahead.
Yeah, since set 10 came out, I was just really playing Blue Steel. I had dabbled with Ruby Amethyst, but Blue Steel was kind of what I had the most reps with, what I felt most comfortable with, and playing Cinderella's fun. So I played the Friday event, and I went 2-5. And yeah, I had second thoughts about going into the main event. I was talking to my team and my friends. I was like, do I just play Ruby Amethyst? Do I just like switch it up? Because Blue Steel doesn't seem to be doing what I want. It's the reason I played it too. It's a very high roller deck.
It is. Yes.
You know, you ramp, you play Cindy, and then you just kind of drop bombs. But it doesn't always pan out like that. So I made some changes. Friday night, I switched out the 1-drop Mulan for Captain Hooks, and I put some Wasabis in, which gain evasive on your turn, banish an item. And then but I'm much faster. The new one-cost song was really big because my deck is centered around Ariel. You know, you sing a song, you pay 2, you deal 3. She's kind of how I deal with evasives, and she's the centerpiece.
Nice.
So yeah, I was like, you know what, I gotta stick with my guns. Round 1, I lost to Baja, which is a tough matchup for me.
Yeah.
Round 2, I get paired into Baja again. I lost. I think round 1 went to game 3, but round 2 I got O2'd.
Okay.
And you know, I was feeling kind of down. You know, I'm already have 2 losses. Even getting Mulan at that point was, you know, I have like a tough uphill battle for me.
Yes.
And yeah, I kind of just got rolling from there. I played a couple purple steels. I played a Amethyst Amber aggro deck. I think I played against 2 blurples, and yeah, a lot of Lorcana is skill. It's mainly skill, but it's honestly what you draw. There's a lot of luck. And there were games that, you know, I draw something else and I get that 3rd loss.
Yeah.
And then I'm 5-2, and to make day 2, he inks Tipo and plays Clarabelle, and I go, oh, here we go, Baja again. And honestly, I think those 2 losses were very important for me to make day 2 because I had a good idea how to play against Baja. It's not like I was like, what am I doing? But those 2 losses played a big role into knowing how to play against it in that 5-2 bracket.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Fair.
And so, obviously, winning in, then I'm sure that emotion was over the moon. And by the way, let's talk about Power Couple. Y'all both have made day 2. So
Goodness.
That's just, no, seriously. We did talk about like how cool it is to play with your partner, and it's just like the fact that you guys have been able to hit something that, again, a lot of us, I'm still looking for it, you know, it's a really good honor. So whether, and I agree with you, Pando, like what comes of day 2, I'm already over the moon, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yes. Playing with house money.
Yes, because you already got, what was it, 10,000 tickets for day 2, and then at that point you basically just survive, right? So you try not to get that 3rd loss. Okay.
Yeah, you want, if you go into day 2 6-2, you basically want to go 4-0 because there's a chance that you bubble in to get top 64. But if you go, or no, top 32. But if you go 3-1, if you go 9-3, you tie top 64 to get a Simba.
You get a Simba?
I got a Simba.
You got a Simba. Let's go.
Yeah, where's that?
Yeah. Let's go. And then Panda, I'm sorry, I didn't even ask. Did we get a Simba?
Nah,
B. Dang. Okay,
nah,
okay.
B.
All right. Well,
I lost my next 2. But
hey, again, you know, it's we were there, right? You were there, so
right.
It's only up from here, right?
Yeah.
So no, that's awesome. And then, you know, DLCs have become, as we kind of talked when y'all were down in Epcot, they've become kind of a dual thing now for you guys, you know, maybe even triple, right? You come down, you see the community, you play, but your team has been doing now something a bit of what you guys are trying to make a tradition now. I'll turn it over because I know for a fact people now look for you guys. Like, I'm hearing people talk about, oh my God, have you seen the Snow White?
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my God, no, I know them. They're my friends.
Yes.
So like, how did that start, right? Like, you know, kind of, let's talk a little bit about that, because I think that's amazing that you guys have been able to turn an event and bring the community together even more, from just literally a free scavenger hunt, right? Like, that's amazing. So let me turn it over to you guys. How did that start?
Yeah, you start with
Yeah.
Milwaukee, yeah.
So I guess, should we like talk a little bit about A Tink?
Yes. So this has to be about A Tink, right? So
Yeah.
Yes.
start there. Let's talk about A Tink, and then we'll roll into, you know, how whatever you guys want to talk about in terms of the events and stuff.
Perfect. Yeah, so we joined our team. Well, we formed our team A Tink. I think probably like what, May?
Yeah, April, May
of last year.
Okay,
And it just really was the idea. We started off with 6 of us. Really, the idea was to build a team that was community focused. You know, we're all players that want to get better, help each other out,
grow the scene,
you know, spread the love of the game. And that's really was the focus. Like, we're really not, I mean, we play competitively, but it's not like, that's not who we want to be known for.
Sure.
Yeah, the goal is we want to get better as players, but the goal was never for all of us or one of us to become a well-known player. Like, yes, it's fun to compete and it's fun to do well, but that's a bonus for us.
Yeah. It was more of like a group of people that love the game, that like want to grow these friendships and then grow, you know, Lorcana and everything that all, you know, that it brings with it. And so fast forward, a bunch of us plan to go to Milwaukee. And as we're like getting ready to go, because most of our team was able, all 6 of us were able to go.
Yes.
So we started a group chat, and actually, I think originally I saw some other content creators from other events like do more things in the community, and I remember talking to Eric. Do you remember? I was like, oh, we should bring some stuff, see if we can get something going on.
Yeah.
So that we could do more things while we were at Milwaukee. And this was also, again, going to be the first time that we were like meeting everyone. So we're like, let's try to do something special.
We considered like doing a post where if you come up to us, we'll play a game, and if you won, you won. Something community driven.
Something. And then we like floated the idea by our team, and then it just blew up. They were so game. They were like, okay, yeah, let's create a quest. Like, we'll use the cards, and then this idea literally just was born.
Yeah, I think it started just saying that like we should all dress up on a Sunday. Like, we should just like do this like team Disney movie, and then it turned into like, wait, let's make this community driven. Like, let's include everybody.
So it was literally just like an organic, like unplanned thing that just came out of nowhere, where we were like, okay, let's just have some fun. And so, like, that was our first time, like, doing that in Milwaukee. Like, you know, we hashed out a plan and had no idea, like, how much it was going to, like, blow up and become this thing where you're just, like, now you have all these people that are, like, looking for us, like, spread out in this huge room, and it's become, like, this game. And, like, I think all of us were really, like, blown away by the response.
Yes. People were coming up to us at the end of Milwaukee saying that it was their favorite part about DLC.
Oh my gosh, we heard so many great stories.
Some kids were just like having so much fun with it. So yeah, the feedback we got was, it kind of blew us away.
And I will say too, like, I mean, you were there. There were definitely some areas of improvement, if you will. And so on Sunday, having that extra thing for people to get involved in between rounds, because, you know, things weren't working as fast as we wanted it to, it just gave something for people to do. And I think they were reaching out for something to do.
Yes.
At the event. And so it was like the perfect storm of like, you know, doing this experiment and like people like responding so well. And like leaving that event, 2 things happened. One, we saw other teams that had come out to Milwaukee that were just like so like rolling deep. There's like 30 people on this team. We were like, wait a minute, why don't we grow our team as well? Like, that sounds like so much fun. We can, you know, kind of embed this in like who we are.
Yes.
So that was one thing that happened when we came back. And the second was like, because of the response, we were like, we have to do this again. Like, this is happening again. And we like doubled it. Like,
doubled the amount of gift bags.
We doubled the amount of people involved.
Doubled the amount of cards that we had on us to make sure that we weren't going to run out.
Aww.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
Yes.
And I think the best part about was we created a quest for the community, and then inside of that quest, the community created a whole nother quest. You want to go into more detail about that?
Yes. Yeah. So if you completed the quest in Richmond and you opened up your gift bag, there was a little note inside that gave you a clue to complete the second quest.
Okay.
And so that quest involved finding the queen and getting an apple to then give to Snow White.
Just so everyone's aware, the original quest is you go up to all of us and we sign a card. We sign a
Yes.
card of our character.
And if you collect all 9
Yes.
cards, you bring it to Snow White. Snow White gave you your prize bag. And within that prize bag, you had the clue to the second quest, which I was explaining. Get the apple, bring it to Snow White, and then something happens. And then the third quest that Eric was alluding to is then people took the apple to then go around and re-find all 9 characters to have them sign the apple.
Yeah, they wanted us to sign the apple. That wasn't part of our
That
original
was not
quest.
part of it.
And we were like blown away.
Okay. Because I remember oh, that's so cute.
Someone, I don't know who was the first person to do it, but then everyone that got an apple was doing that.
I love that. Wow. I mean, if anything, if nothing else, this shows that we are just thirsting for more opportunities, right? Like, whether it's community driven, Lorcana officially driven, like, we just love this game, and any way that we can tie it back to just having a grand old time. And I mean, and what did it cost, right? Like, aside from obviously you guys have to maybe look for a couple of outfits that match and whatnot, y'all already have the bulk. We know y'all have the bulk for this.
Yeah.
Right?
You got
The cards,
No.
girlfriend. We got plenty of cards to go around.
Yep. That's so
But I will
cool.
say, like, I would be remiss, like, if we didn't, like, give a huge shout out to our team A Tink. Like, literally all of us that participated, that with the planning, the organization, the filling the gift bags, like, carrying around the gift bags. Our Snow White was the best actor.
Shout out Taylor.
Shout out Taylor, Big Goods.
He's the
Like, he really was like the anchor, and he also shared with us just how amazing of an experience it was when people finally found him when they completed the quest, and like just how it really made people's day, made their weekends. Like, the way that he expressed to us was like the reaction and response from the community was just so special. He like almost broke down crying.
Yeah, he like
because of how like impactful making other people feel through this. It's just like so extremely special, and we really like appreciate all of our friends coming together and banding together for this community quest. Like, it was just the best.
I legitimately enjoyed seeing everybody else engaging with you guys, and then the fact that Panda had her pickaxe like you guys had people sign that. Did your other team members do that, or was it just kind of like a choice kind of
It was
thing?
like on the fly. That was the quest in the quest within the quest after the quest. Like,
I love that.
Spread like wildfire. But yeah, so I'm glad I got most folks to sign it, but it is like such a special little momentum now. We really haven't unpacked since Richmond, if I'm going to be honest.
No judge.
But when we do, it will definitely join our wall.
Join the wall
of
here. Joy.
Maybe a suggestion for the next one. All right. Like how I know you guys are signing it, but what if you guys had kind of like a guest book, right? So whenever people finish it, you have them sign it that way.
Hello?
And maybe it could be like a pretty little frame, or maybe it's like a collage of all of the cards, and I don't know, whatever you guys want to make of it, but literally like whoever partakes in it, they sign that as well. That
signs it at the end.
Many, right? And
yeah,
I love that.
Compare, and you could date it, maybe make like photocopies so that
I love that idea. And like, I'm also so curious too, like how many people participate, because like we know, like we ran out of everything, so we know at least 50 people did, but we also know people did it like after we ran out.
In a group. Or they did it in groups.
Or they did it in a group, yeah.
Right? I'm so data driven that I'm just like, hey, this is a good way to like keep a momentum and also know who did it. And and then you could kind of compare and contrast. I love how I'm like, just like, here you go, guys.
We appreciate, it's funny you say that, because like we posted out on like the Facebook Disney Lorcana page, like, hey, like, we're A Tink, like, let us know if you did their quest, let us know if you have feedback, because it's become the thing where, like, now that we've seen how much, like, of an impact it makes, we're gonna do this, like, as much as we can, so, like, we're already talking about DLC indie and what we're gonna do there and what IP we're gonna pick and like how we're gonna roll it out and how many goodie bags and what we're gonna do different. So we appreciate the feedback because we'll see you in indie. No, I'm saying.
I'm gonna write down my guess for which IP you guys are gonna do next.
Ooh.
Start taking bets.
What's today's date? What's today?
28th? 29th?
I have it written.
I wanted to also just one thing I wanted to mention the idea you had. There were, and I wish I had a picture to show, but there were people that actually framed the cards that they collected from the quest and like posted, and it looked great. Like it had all of the cards like framed, like with the signatures and everything, and it's just like people are so creative, and it's just like now they get that to cherish and remember, and like we get to be a part of that experience for them. Like it is just like all around such a special thing. I'll get off my soapbox. I just love it. I
love that it became a full circle. Like you guys have been able to take away from it as well.
Oh my goodness, so much.
It's amazing. It's so fun. Okay, well, I can't wait to see what happens and what comes of indie. Offline, maybe I'll even tell you, because I don't want to sway you guys and like if this is not the franchise you guys pick, but I have one that I'm like, ooh.
I'm curious too.
I kind of want to see. Well, maybe I'll put it in like the show notes or something.
That piece of paper is coming to indie.
With the date on it.
Yeah, with the date.
Look, like I'm even gonna cover the IP, but there's the date. Too funny. Well, thank you guys again. Like, this has been truly an honor to have you guys just kind of sit down and talk a little bit about you guys. As a kind of wrap up, right, combination of this, since we are, of course, discussing Disney Lorcana, I want to put out a question to both of you, so I definitely want to know from both. We are wrapping up reveal season. We've seen some meta-breaking cards, because we know they're meta-breaking without even playing them yet. Is there a mechanic, a character, or a franchise that you guys are like, we need it tomorrow? I'll give you guys a second. You could even take the low-hanging fruit and just say, hey, this IP needs to come out, or this character, right?
I mean, I know what IP you're very much excited that's coming out in Winterspell.
Well, so I think, Missy, you're asking from
future.
Like, future, like, has not
I know.
Into that, like,
I have.
So basically, most of Pixar hasn't been dropped, right? We've gotten like 4 or 5 franchises.
Yeah, Incredibles, but Toy Story and
Toy Story, Monsters, and Turning.
Oh yeah,
Red.
no, yeah, and Incredibles.
And Incredibles, yeah.
Oh yeah, I have 2.
Okay.
And 2 of them are some of my favorite movies. Hunchback of Notre Dame. I really want. And then, because Pixar is coming, I need Bug's Life.
Which
I need Bug's Life.
Yeah. Second Pixar movie. I mean, how could you not? Right? All right.
It's my favorite.
Panda.
I feel like the Lorcana gods have listened to my call, because I feel like we're getting a lot of what I was hoping for to see. So Amber Draw, I've been starved up until Winterspell. Like, I am just so shocked with the amount of draw that's coming out for Amber with the Ohana Means Family.
Yep.
And there's just like Amber is getting a board wipe, but that just blows my mind. So I feel like I'm finally just like, yes, validated that Amber is getting the love that it's so needed. So that's great. And I'm super hyped about Pocahontas. That would have been, if it didn't come out in Winterspell, then that would have been, what I was hoping for.
Yes.
That is just that. I feel like it just opens the door. And also, every Pocahontas card seems to be really good.
Yes.
Good.
Which is pretty cool. So we're gonna see some play of Poca,
yes,
which I'm excited about.
And I know I think many people have said this even on the Lorecast, but it is cool that all the Pocahontas IP is very aggro, where it's like no challenging, where it's like she didn't want no fighting.
Yeah.
So I think
so it goes with the meta of the.
It goes. Yes. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, what's a movie that you want that isn't in Lorcana yet? I'm asking the questions now.
Yeah, you're asking the questions. This.
We got Eric Enchanted over here.
Wow, careful.
I'm stealing that.
Careful, you never know with this one. Jeez, that's tough. That's tough.
Mm.
I feel like Finding Nemo will be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
always been a Finding Nemo fan.
Yeah.
Tarzan.
Yes, Tart. And then I know they announced it, but you're pretty pumped for Turning Red as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm mildly pumped.
Oh, mildly pumped. Okay.
I mean, I wonder why.
Yeah. I am turning red a little bit.
Mei is so adorable. Yes, it'll be fun to see what they do for her. So, I love it.
But before we wrapped up, I did want to talk about something that I think is important.
Yes.
And I also want to give you a shout out to Missy in the context.
Cut.
Yes. No. Listen. And we talked about this when we were hanging out last weekend in Disney World for Collector's Quest, and it's around how being a content creator can have such an impact in a positive way to this community, where like you have a lot of people, and because it's TCGs, who are all over the spectrum in terms of socially, some introverted, extroverted, some socially maybe not, as comfortable. And what content creators do is they give that familiar face in the crowd of strangers. And I think that's so important because, and I've experienced this a lot lately, at our local set champs, there was a girl that came to our set champs by herself, didn't know anyone, and saw me and Eric, and we're like, I know you guys. And she a sigh of relief, and she was like, I was scared to come out by myself, and I was just like, looked at her, and I was like, I'm so proud of you for doing that, because that is not easy to do, to just like put yourself out there and into the unknown, right? And just this happened to us at our local leagues on Tuesday. Someone started coming to our locals 3 weeks ago, and she shared with me, like, I've been living here for 4 years and haven't like made friends until 3 weeks ago through this community. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like that's so crazy. And the last example I wanted to give Missy and give you kudos is I had a friend, Adrian, reach out to us on Panderic Quests asking, how do I learn to play Lorcana? And I said, you're in Orlando, right? Like, Missy Enchanted, she's local, hit her up. And guess what? He responded, I hit her up, we're meeting up. And like, that is just so crazy, like, and so special. And I just wanted to make sure I gave you your kudos, because like, that's awesome. And like, that is like, I feel like really important to highlight that we're doing this thing because we love it, but it actually like really, translates and becomes way more than it looks like. So I just wanted to definitely highlight that too, because I think it's really important.
Thank you. And I think it's a really good way to, kind of wrap up and just reiterate why this series is a thing, because yes, there is a lot that is talked about from a competitive standpoint. There's so many channels that you can go to for that. My thing has always been, there's a reason I've stuck this long in this card game. Yes, it's a Disney game. I can collect it and just kind of keep to myself. But what really keeps me going and walking out that door and engaging with people are other people.
Mm-hmm.
So me trying not to get fully emotional here. Like, if we don't have what we have seen at Epcot, if that doesn't happen, this game I don't think goes anywhere. So I just love seeing the community do what it's been doing. Darn you, Panda! No, this is literally, why I do it, and I know you guys love sharing your joy for it as well. So why am I crying? Thank you guys. Thank you for the shout out. And it's funny because Adrian was like, hey, let me buy you something. And I'm like, this is not why I do this, right? And he's like, oh, I know, but like, let me do something for you. And I'm like, we're good. Let's just, hang out or something again. And he's like, yes. So it's just fun to meet people. And you never know people's walk of life. Like, I obviously got to know about him and vice versa. And that's what it's all about. I mean, that's why you guys are here, because we got to know each other. And, we just continue to network and continue to build a very positive community. And that's what I appreciate about Lorcana. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for being a beacon in this community.
Yes.
Seriously. We love you.
Love you guys. Okay, now before they get me to bring out the tissues, on that note, we are going to wrap up this episode of Boost Run Fridays. Again, Panda, Eric, thank you so much. And to everyone watching, I want to make sure they know where to follow you before we sound off. I will have it in the show notes, but if you guys want to give just a quick, like, where to find you, and we'll wrap there.
Yeah, sounds good. So our main platform is going to be on Instagram. So definitely that's the best way to reach out to us, slide in them DMs. We will respond. We always respond.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we are also on TikTok.
Nice.
And we do stream on Twitch.
Usually on Sundays.
We got to get back into it. I'm sure we'll do a big stream when Winter Spell drops.
We're trying to like grow our YouTube. There's definitely spaces, but I feel like it's really just like a two-man show. We have some friends that are involved trying to help us, which is awesome. Shout out Taylor, our YouTube guru. But
Steffi, yep.
But the other stuff is growing. So long story short, Instagram and TikTok are definitely
to really follow us and keep up with us. Instagram's the way to go.
Awesome. And if you aren't, please go ahead and do so, because they've got amazing content and they're just two special people in this community as well. So on that note, thank you again. Thank you to the viewers, and happy collecting, happy questing, all the funness. Bye.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.
We love you.